Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of The Bark. My name is Teddy Weinard.
And I'm Cooper Garland. Today we'll be looking at all the different sports around the various leagues, starting with a recap of Butler sports.
This past weekend, Butler Athletics had an eventful schedule, kicking off Saturday with the men's basketball team getting a huge win over DePaul. Pierre Brooks and Finley Bizjack led the Bulldogs to their 9th win of the season in a stylish fashion. Brooks recorded a season high of 29 points and 13 rebounds, which helped him achieve his second double-double of the season, spearheading the charge to victory. Bizjack also played a significant role, scoring 17 points and shooting 4 of 7 from 3. Andre Scree also played an important role for the team by helping protect the rim and getting 2 blocks. The final score was 86-69, with the Bulldogs shooting 51% from the field, 41% from 3. In other news, the women's basketball team played this past Sunday against DePaul and gave the fans an exciting matchup that they won't forget. This game went into OT, which was very exciting for the fans. Kylie McGuff played a huge role for the team, putting up 19 points with 10 rebounds and 2 steals. Lily Zystran and Riley McCloskey had a significant role in the Bulldogs' fight against DePaul as well, both scoring over 10 points with limited turnovers. The Bulldogs put up a good fight against DePaul in overtime but fell short. They look to bounce back against UConn this Sunday. There's also some exciting news for the men's tennis team, with Ricardo Baldi and Arnesh Singh being selected as Big East Doubles Team of the Week. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Logan. It was sure a fun-filled weekend of Butler basketball and men's tennis. Now we're going to move into Drew Ellis talking about the NBA midseason awards.
When it comes to the MVP award, it's not just about putting up points. It's about how much a player impacts their team's overall success. As we reach the halfway point of the season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been a spectacle of versatility, leading the Oklahoma City Thunder to the top of the Western Conference standings. His ability to score over 30 points a game, effortlessly slicing through defenders, is truly impressive. It's not just his offense that sets him apart. His defense has been elite too, making him a nightmare for opponents. Shai's all-around game, whether shutting down shooters or forcing turnovers, is a testament to his versatility. While players like Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or even Jason Tatum could make a strong push in the second half of the season, Shai's versatility makes him the clear frontrunner in the MVP race. Victor Wembanyama is the true frontrunner in the Defensive Player of the Year race. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure about Wemby when he entered the NBA. His size, incredibly tall but still slender, made me question his ability to handle the league's physicality. But boy was I wrong. The aliens' unexpected success in adapting to the league's physicality and becoming a true force on the defensive side of the ball has been a pleasant surprise. His height and exceptional skills make it nearly impossible to score on him in the paint, and his ability to block shots or disrupt plays from anywhere on the floor is unmatched. His defensive impact has been a huge reason why the Spurs are competitive this year, and he's already cementing himself as one of the best defenders the league has seen in years. He's living up to the hype and then some, genuinely playing at an MVP level, especially on the defensive end. In the Sixth Man of the Year race, we have Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan, but this pick isn't about bias. It's about performance. Pritchard has been a major difference maker off the bench for Boston. While most players in the six-man role might just fill in whenever starters need a break, Pritchard has shown that he can be a game changer every time he steps on the floor. His versatility, whether it's scoring, making key passes, hitting electrifying buzzer beaters, or locking down opposing players on defense, is something to be appreciated. He's helped lift the Celtics whenever they've called his number. His contributions have been so significant that it's hard to imagine the reigning NBA champs being as successful this year without him. Peyton has earned this recognition, and if he continues this pace, he could very well wrap up the NBA season with some hardware. At the front of the Coach of the Year race is the Magic Man, Jamal Mosley. Mosley has done an incredible job leading the Orlando Magic through a season filled with injuries, proving that effective coaching goes beyond just drawing up plays. With several key players sidelined, Mosley has kept the team competitive and relevant in the playoff race. His ability to adapt to changing rosters, manage limited talent, and still foster a strong team dynamic speaks volumes about his leadership skills. While other teams have struggled with injuries, Mosley has kept his team focused, motivated, and playing high despite adversity. He's shown that coaching isn't just about strategy, but also about building resilience, and the Magic are benefiting from his approach. If the team continues to perform well throughout the second half of the season and possibly into the playoffs, Mosley's chances of winning Coach of the Year honors will only grow stronger. First, this year's rookie class has been one of the weaker in recent memory, with fewer standout players compared to previous years. I don't see a true frontrunner this year, but Jalen Wells has been an exciting addition to the Memphis Grizzlies this season. He's already making a significant impact as a rookie, showing maturity beyond his years. He's contributed in multiple areas, scoring, playmaking, and even on defense, giving the Grizzlies a versatile young weapon in their lineup. Wells has consistently shown that he's not just here to fill space, but to make a difference immediately. His confidence on the court and ability to find ways to contribute in key moments give him the nod for Rookie of the Year. Being a former number 1 overall pick, Cade Cunningham has had a lot of pressure on him to succeed in this league. And before this season, fans have been left with more than a few questions. Was he worth the top pick? Can the Pistons build around him? Short answer, yes. He's come back strong this season and looks like a completely different player compared to his earlier years in the league. His scoring, passing, and leadership have taken massive steps forward, significantly improving from his previous seasons. He's been the driving force behind the Detroit Pistons' resurgence. Cunningham has evolved into the player many expected him to be when he was drafted, and his development this year is a testament to his hard work and dedication. If he continues to improve at this rate, there's no doubt he'll be in the conversation for most improved player by season's end.
Thanks, Drew. Those are some great predictions for the NBA awards. Personally, I think Jokic deserves the MVP. He's just done the most. Averaging a triple-double is crazy. Finally, I will be previewing the UConn at Butler women's basketball game.
This is Cooper Garland with a preview of one of the biggest games Hinkle Fieldhouse will see all year. With projected number 1 pick Paige Beckers coming to Indiana, Butler will have their hands full in a huge women's basketball matchup. UConn comes in at 9-2 as their record, while Butler comes in at 12-10. For each team, there are a few keys to winning. UConn needs to keep the game inside, not allowing for Butler to play outside the arc, a spot they thrive at. Butler averages 6.6 3-pointers per game compared to an opponent's 5.2. If UConn can make Butler play closer to the rim, they will have a better chance of slowing down the Butler offense and keeping everything in front of them. Along with this, they need to let Paige cook, giving her plenty of opportunities to shoot from both inside and outside the arc. Getting her heated up will be important for UConn, coming to historic Hinkle Fieldhouse. On the other hand, Butler has harder keys if they want to upset the red-hot UConn Huskies. First, make your free throws. Even though Butler shoots marginally worse at the line this season, 71% to 73%, they are attempting more free throws per game than the opponents, with 12.9 attempts per game compared to 9.3 from the other team. Butler will need to convert these attempts to even have a chance at winning. Secondly, they need to score quickly. UConn is great at controlling pace of game. Butler will need to keep up and shoot early and often to stay with Paige and the other great Husky players. Due to these factors, this game should be closer than expected, though it is still believed that UConn will squeak out a win. If Butler can shoot the 3 well, they should stay in it, but the star power of UConn will just be too much. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Cooper. I'm personally excited to see Paige Beckers come to Hinkle. I think it's going to be really fun.
It's going to be a massive game. I'm really excited.
Thank you guys for watching episode 3 of The Bark. If you guys want more information, you guys can find us at butler360sports.com. And that's all we have for today. For Teddy Weinert and Cooper Garland, that was The Bark.